Stop it right there.
How's it look?
Looks like shit. Dude, the
Well, we're back in the garage. Get the truck in here. Finally got the spacers in from the dealership. So now we are going to do the rear block install, and that's going to be off using the same blocks as the off of the 2017 and 2019 gen. I'll do a side-by-side comparison with the other blocks that are coming out of this once I remove them. I do have a before measurement here, so we got 45 inches to that line from the floor. So we'll see exactly what those blocks lift this. I believe it should be probably around, the blocks are about 1.25 inches different. So we got our helpers in here. So we gotta get the truck jacked up and let's get started on it. All right, so we got the spacers out. Here's a side-by-side comparison of them. This is the same one. You can see the height difference. Pretty easy, so all you gotta do is take the nuts off of the U-bolts and then just jack the truck pretty far up. There are indents here to ensure that the alignment is correct, so just as long as you follow those, you should be all set. The other thing to note is you will need longer U-bolts, obviously, because these are pretty decent amount longer. So I'm gonna throw this one in. We're doing one side at a time, and then we'll pull the other side out. All right, so we got the block in the bottom hole. What we gotta do now is make sure that this pin falls into that hole. I'll be on the jack lowering it slow, and we'll have Brian moving this axle, yanking on it to make sure that hole lines up.
Alright, just go down super slow. Slow, slow. Alright, stop it right there.
How's it look?
Looks like shit. Dude, the hole's like half filled up. That's what I was afraid of.
Wait, I'm going in the town.
Yep, twist it the other way, towards me. Nope. Right there. Yep, there you go. Just let it down slow. Oh. Go down a little more.
All right, so we got those, the alignment holes all set. Putting the new U-bolts in, ready to tighten those up. And it was a little bit more of a pain, a little bit more wrestling than I thought it was going to be with this axle, but it's very important to get those holes lined up. I don't know how good the camera's going to pick it up, but everything looks nice and neat. So we're going to zip these on and then move over to the next side.
Good. Oh, a little more.
All right, wait till I put the jack stand under before you get...
Yeah. Oh, don't get too excited. It's gotta go back, yep. And it's gotta go to you. Oh, stop right there. It might slide right in now. Oh, it's gotta, yep, now it's gonna get pulled straight back. Oh, I think that was it, dude. That was a good move. Oh, stop. Yeah, it's gotta go straight back to you. Towards the tractor.
Wait, to me?
Yeah, to your tractor. More. Alright, just slowly let it down. It might slide in. That wasn't nice and easy. Watch your fingers.
Yeah.
You in? There it is. It just went in.
Okay, hold on.
Make sure it's aligned.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
It's good. Yep. All right.
Yeah, you're good. Just go over me.
All right, so we got everything in place, lined up. I'm just gonna zip these on. Like anything else, you should be tightening them in a cross bolt pattern. The manual recommends 25 foot, 25 foot-pound rounds. We're just gonna zip them up, make sure they're even, and then whack them closer to the end. All right, so we're at 100 now, just checking make sure they're all good. All right, let's go take some final measurements, see what we got. All right, so we got this all wrapped up, everything's torqued down. So another reminder, after you put some miles on the truck, go back and re-torque, check the torque, make sure everything's still good. So we have our mark right here. Again, the truck hasn't moved, just for consistency. So we were at 45 before that block, and now we are at a little under 46, so about 40, just under 46 and a half, about 46 and a half. So we gained about 1.5 inches, which is, there'll probably be some settling, but to be expected. There were 2-inch blocks that came out of it and 3¼ inch blocks that went in. So those 3¼ inch blocks are tapered because it's a short wheelbase. So again, the whole reason I went with this rather than like any kind of leveling or lift kit is I wanted to keep it factory. I know I had experience with the front springs before where I just enjoy the ride better, and a lot of people aren't going to believe it, but if you try it, then you'll probably believe it. I know Brian was actually in it too, and he could feel the difference from the the passenger seat as far as the truck just stays nice and level, and in corners you don't have that diving or that rolling as much, especially under a hard brake too. Hard braking, the truck stays nice and planted firm. You don't have a lot of weight transfer to the front. Now, I wouldn't have put these blocks in if I didn't get about 1 inch of lift from the front. So because I got that, and this is vehicles used to tow, I had to kind of level it out. So this essentially is now sitting with pretty close to the factory rate. So it should be all set now. It's not going to impact the towing. The other option is to do airbags or timbrins or any of those, but I like the way this handled with towing the trailer and towing the boat. The suspension was nice, so I didn't want to impact that. I've heard some airbags supposedly are going to give you the best ride, but I don't want the headache of dealing with any of those or worrying about one of those bags going out with towing the load. The timbrins I've heard are pretty decent, help with the sag, but I read a couple reviews where they're a little bit more bouncy because you're running off that. So I was very happy with the way this towed from the factory. Like I said, I just wanted a little bit stiffer front coil in there, and this is the result. So you got the truck sitting pretty nice, but I'll leave the part numbers down, like I mentioned, in the description if it's something you want to do, and we'll catch you next time.